to take over?
Yeah, I can take over. Hello, everyone. We are back. It's been fun. Our phone overheated, unfortunately. We apologize for that, but don't worry, your commentators are not overheating at all. Just the technology is, of course, because no one worries about us. Oh, we got an umbrella now, which is going to block everything, but apparently when technology dies and not when the commentators complain a bunch, we get the umbrella, so that's good. Anyways, we are at 60-60 at the start of this intermission now. Score going to 120 as New Orleans now has the ball on this restart. They're slowly moving up the field. Something you need to really keep in mind, keep this as low scoring as you can, slow it down. Focus on this grab is really going to be your key right now.
Yeah, that's really been the separator in the first two games, is both instances Kansas City caught, and that was the decider in both, really.
So absolutely was. Like the sneak grab by Kansas City to win their second game really moved everything around. Great steal there by Kansas City, something to really focus on as they go on this fast break. They got one back there.
And a great block. Oh, and a beat. Unfortunately, not able to finish. Kansas City employing the strategy where they are going to defensively seek unless they have time alone with the snitch.
New Orleans brings the ball inbounds in the very tail end behind their hoops, making their way across as the flag runners at the mid. Kansas City with control, keeping the opportunity for Kansas City open. New Orleans goes in, kind of blows that up real quick. Goes over the top.
Great alley-oop there.
So there's an opportunity here if Kansas City's aware, but New Orleans goes back quick, keeping control back at the back of their hoops very quick.
Yeah. Great work there from New Orleans.
Kansas City's doing a good job with out control, trying to keep opportunities to grab the flat runner easily as Kansas City's offense moves it around easily, pump fakes, and then goes back over it. That's what you need to do against this trees, is keep cutting across until they dive low for the tackle and then go over.
Yeah, when you got speed like Aaron Stout does, that's going to make your life a whole lot easier as well.
So we are now at, I believe, 70 all.
70 all
headed
is
to
the score.
120. So each team needs 50 right now as New Orleans crosses halfway, gets set in their offense, spread out wide. Kansas City has a dodgeball deep in their own end, which is their only one, unfortunately. And they cut across and in on the shot diagonally. Great
nice
shot there. Take the lead 80-70. As Kansas City rebounds here, the flag runners got a lot of action going on. Kansas City dives in there and misses on that one and taken out. Kansas City's keeper now coming across right near us on the right side, has an opportunity here. No one's paying attention for the dodgeballs. They have the opportunity. Needs to cut it on the side here.
Yeah, and both teams have dedicated all their dodgeballs to the flag runner, and I think that's the right decision here. You're not going to win the game if the other team catches.
I mean, each team now needs 40 points to win. It's all that matters is this flag runner in the short term. If you're Kansas City, you would like to get one stop, maybe switch it so you get the 10-point lead before getting tied. But that's it. Otherwise, you don't care.
Yeah, it's like the
and this is right on the cue. Kansas City's able to get a quick steal with the dodgeballs getting involved. But then New Orleans is able to counter back and go back and an easy bucket.
Great pass there from New Orleans.
Great cross-court pass there.
90-80, and if New Orleans is able to catch, they will win. They'll secure their first win of the series.
This is going to be very important now. If Kansas City just gets one bucket here, and we are now at a grab wins it for both teams, tied at 90.
Yeah. And of note, Kansas City is number 35 in. He has caught both flag runners in this series. And a great in between the legs reach there. Unfortunately, not able to secure it. A little bit of confusion as he caught his own headband, not the tail.
A little confusion there, but we're all good here. Everything's all sorted out.
And unfortunate, just walking a little bit too early. Great
New Orleans moving this around here. Kansas City has control now, though, as well. New Orleans with theirs down low.
Interesting to see that, as I say, now it's fixed. But there were no beaters, no dodgeballs around the snitch.
Yeah, but Kansas City is able to make a huge stop there, take control, try to keep running it. They're going to go 2v4, I believe. Swings down there, beautifully
Great
done.
dish off, and there you go. Great finish.
Great movement, spreading out that offense there. New Orleans would get their only dodgeballs behind Kansas City hoops at this moment.
All right, the score is now 100-90. Kansas City. Set score is 120. Kansas City, they could get a couple scores and win this thing. They don't necessarily need a catch, but it looks like he may have one.
I think that was. I don't think so.
He's shaking his head. It looks like that's going to be called off as no good for him. It was a great reach between the legs, but they're calling it no good.
He's done a lot of it. We're going to have a timeout here by Kansas City real quick. Go there at 100-90 right now. Something to notice, Kansas City went in maybe, 5 straight times with a lunge in between there. And I think on that last one, he just got the shoulder into the ankle of the flag runner, making him fall backwards into it.
Yeah, it's like I like to see Kansas City mix up their moves a little bit there, but overall they're doing a great job getting pressure, getting looks at a catch, because really, especially in this situation where it's a catch wins it for either team, that's where you have to put all of your attention. It's like until you hit a next goal win situation, that is the only thing that matters.
Absolutely.
I hope that your quadball players are able to get stops, but really,
I think right now if you're Kansas City, you're pretty content right now. Yes, it's still only a 10-point game, 100-90 going to 120, but if you get the 10-point advantage here, it's going to be a you up 10 tie, you up 10 tie, and that's going to go back and forth here. So yeah, as long as you're able to keep scoring on offense, and do you just play defense on the flag runner?
You have, I think, really, Stampede, your best case, if you score on this possession here, you are playing defense on the flag runner unless you are absolutely alone.
I know from previous experience, their flag runner strategy is sometimes leaves a little to be desired. I don't think they might be aware enough or even want to consider that. They might just be like, we've grabbed twice against them. What's a third?
Yeah,
that's easily a strategy they could do, but my opinion, I would rather go a little bit safer than sorry than anything else, and go for it. And then you kind of can do one dodgeball on offense and one defending as much as you can.
Yeah. And we saw some of that from number 9 from Kansas City, but 35, we have only seen him ever go for it.
The thing with 35, though, is the only thing I've seen as Kansas City switches chasers right now is New Orleans drives in with advantage as well.
And a little bit of frustration there for New Orleans is the pass goes to
that was the frustration, is that he had the opportunity, but with the tackle from behind there, had to kick it out. This should be, if he misses this, I think we're going to have some discussions we need to have.
The guy's certainly hoping that he's able to put that one through, and he does. It is tied at 100, set score 120. 2 goals or a catch will win for either team.
And there is no dodgeballs for New Orleans. They got one back, but their advantage is all the way, literally at the front gate right now to get into this facility. Beautiful
Mansfield
facility.
Well off the boundary, recovering that second dodgeball. And Aaron's not able to drive in, finishes strong. Any score from Kansas City will now win.
So we're at
and TJ has got some time alone with the snitch. Really the first time that we've seen him get any alone time. And
Kansas City's coming in now to ruin that fun.
You've got to get somebody on there fast. He is somebody who is too dangerous to just leave alone, especially in this situation.
Yeah, so New Orleans needs 20. Kansas City just needs one more bucket. I think New Orleans should be able to drive it. Hits a little long shot, misses that, unfortunately, keeping it 110-100. This is best case scenario for Kansas City. You should have the dodgeballs all focused in there, but both beaters now for Kansas City tagging in right now.
Yeah, they're all 3 dodgeballs in New Orleans territory.
This is New Orleans' one chance right now to grab this and end this.
Yeah, it's like Kansas City, it's like next goal, any score will win the game for either team.
And Kansas City's back in there interfering with grabbing this flag runner. Great kick by New Orleans going down to the other side, all the way to the back, though, out of play.
Honestly beneficial for for Kansas City, and poor awareness there from 51, as she kind of lets Mason walk up and take possession. That could have been an easy opportunity for them to get control.
Yeah, Kansas City just needs one more bucket here and takes out both beaters of Kansas City, leaving another unarmed opportunity for TJ. Great work on the lob pass in down low by New Orleans as they come flying back here, going down. Opportunity
and
in
there
the
it
middle.
is. Next goal wins. Next goal wins. This is any
Kansas
score
City
will
looks
win.
lost. There's no one on the flag runner at all right now. The dodgeball's way in the back here, getting up here. They need to get focused. They're all tight and grouped up on one half of this field right now. It's very much New Orleans is smart. They're focused just on defense right now. They're playing defensive on the flag runner as well, focusing out.
There's that no dodgeball situation. Not able to finish.
Great tackle.
Oh,
misses.
just hits the hoop on the pass. Unfortunately, not able to put it home. And there's going to be, there's one man live, and he is fighting for it.
All right, now.
There's dodgeball going on way on the New Orleans bench. They're trying to get sorted out. They don't know exactly what's going on. Josh is going to get the ball for New Orleans.
Yeah.
The flag runners have just stopped.
Yeah,
Kansas City's now just going in.
It looks like now New Orleans is the one who's looking to play defensively.
You should. You have control of dodgeballs. You should just play defense and get going.
Yeah. In a 1-10-1-10 situation.
New Orleans now about to drive in. Gets blocked initially.
Great block there.
Gets
and a great beat.
Kansas City now has a break.
Kansas City now a chance to go. They've got one dodgeball back. He's got a passing option. Oh, missed beat. And balls out. Great wrap and great finish. And now you got to go if you're cursed. There's nothing back. There's nothing back. They've got to go.
Kansas City has.
I don't know what you're waiting for here. Oh, and a poor decision there, just throwing it up. That is a tough decision. You had time. There's no dodgeballs back. You've got to get aggressive.
New Orleans has an open opportunity here in the middle of the field though to grab this and end this, but it looks like there's little tired legs going on. Not much happening. Kansas City slowing it up, getting their dodgeballs in order, and getting it all sorted out before one chance here to win it. As the tie game, next bucket wins for anyone. Kansas City just crosses the midline here, trying to get sorted. You have one behind, kind of a diamond formation here, a little bit of weaving between the chasers going on right now. Dodgeball right in the middle, drives in here, misses on the small
great interception there. You got to go.
Dodgeballs aren't paying attention.
Dodgeballs both way away from the quad ball. There's the opportunity there for New Orleans.
And now it drives in, and he shoots and blocked.
Blocked. Great stop there from Stout.
That's the second time New Orleans hasn't been aware of their opportunity, as Kansas City now has dodgeball control as well.
I think that is a lot of the tired legs also coming into New Orleans. It's like when you see that opportunity to run, you may not have it in the tank to just go immediately sprint every single opportunity you get. But this is it. You got to find that last little bit.
Tired legs and probably a tired mind as well with how long second game in. This game's gone long in this heat. Everything's just a bit slower as he drives in, goes wide, and
there it is. That will put it home. 120-110. Kansas City finishes the sweep against Curse in a excellent series between these two teams. We have one more game left. It's going to be Stampede versus the Outlaws, and we'll be back.
Game 3. Game 9. The end of the Super Series. Which has been super. Thanks to our friends at Olathe Visitor Center and Commerce Chamber for putting this on for us. It's been fantastic here at the Garmin Olathe Soccer Complex. Breeze started to get going. We have a hand umbrella for the phone, not for us because they care more about that than us. And yeah, we got 2 blizzards, which was our payment for 9 games. We need to negotiate better, John.
We really need a union.
I think we should unionize. I don't know who else can be in this union, but at least we have a unanimous vote for here.
Oh, we'll get our guy Ashton in here, a great commentator.
Yeah, we can get a few, I bet, here. We should just get some New Orleans people to commentate this.
Sure, they have a good old time with it.
It's not like they got a long drive or flight back.
Like, I imagine they're probably looking to head out, get out of this heat after a couple tough games.
And we have a stoppage in play because of us.
It's picking up a little breeze, and that umbrella is definitely proven to be challenging.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that a 30% chance. Reach out if legal in your state to put bets on that one.
Yeah. Speaking of bets, what are you setting the odds on for this game? What's the spread?
165.
You're saying Austin 165?
No, Kansas City.
Oh, you can't say 165. I'm taking that all day.
Yes, Austin I think's got 165. I think Kansas City's tired. They swept New Orleans, which was the big one for them. They're going back to back in this weather. Austin's fresh. I mean, we're 150 for most of the week against this. I think because of that, I think if I'm Kansas City, you put in a little more subs, get more experience out there, and just kind of hang, keep the vibes good, just hang through this all. And yeah, I think that's what I would look for personally.
Yeah, and I think you can kind of even see that reflected in Kansas City's starting lineup. This is not the starting lineup that we've seen from them this week.
No.
We're seeing this weekend, they're showing a much younger starting lineup. I know that they've got a couple players currently at Mizzou. We've got Ryan Dickey, formerly of Kansas.
I do appreciate the head ref making sure we're okay, though. At least someone cares for us, because our MLQ overload awards do not.
And I wouldn't even put that on the MLQ overloads. I'd put that directly on Kansas City manager.
Well, that is true. As we are underway here now, 0-0. If you're keeping track at home, it was an hour and 10 minutes into this as Austin quickly goes in, probably, 15 seconds, and puts in a bucket. 10-0 quickly.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to hold on, brother, because I'm doing camera, or you got to choose one. I ain't doing it all.
I'll take camera.
If we're unionizing, we got to at least split the roles, at least.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if Kansas City's walking on up, I think you got to slow this down. You have control. Just ease into this if you want to.
Yeah,
or for anyone with the under.
I was like, it's going to be the same story as game 2 from Kansas City, is that you're going to be looking for, you're going to be looking to try some new things, try to slow it down a little bit, and just see what you can make happen. Get a highlight reel play.
A little short on that one.
I was like, I know game 2 brought probably the highlight play of the weekend from Kansas City.
Absolutely the highlight play.
Yeah, 0 from Kansas City, driving through 3 prominent Austin defenders. There's looks to be a foul there. It's going to be illegal contact on Kansas City.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of Austin turned around to kind of do a quick little reset and just tackle from behind there. Nothing really can do on that one. But this should be an easy opportunity now. Austin with control, man up as well, and just to take their time, proceed, and buckets.
Yeah, make sure they give the time to give their chasers time to tag in. Easy dish through. Great 1-2.
I don't know how many times you see that in practice, just going in, doing the run, and pass to the side, swat in.
Yeah. I mean, that's been... How many times have we seen that from Austin, where they have somebody post up on the hoop and just get wide open, just a quick dish through?
We do.
There's going to be a stoppage here for a dodgeball.
There's a dodgeball change, but there's also an injury sub by Austin going on right now too. It looks like a little ankle got tweaked real quick. But now this gives Kansas City in control, but something to keep an eye on for Austin in the future games. He looks all right, just kind of has to walk it off. But definitely, I think at this stage of the Super Series, I think you got to just rest it, relax, nothing to worry about.
Number one thing here is get out of here, stay healthy. And heard a little drawing from Kansas City coach Brian McClanahan that they do not have a gold medal, but they do have both dodgeballs.
And they do have Midwest regional titles.
They've got Midwest regional titles, and I'd say the best barbecue in the U.S.
Absolutely. Are we even calling what's an Austin barbecue?
I mean, I would say it's BBQ. It's not barbecue.
That's true. That's a fair point. Kansas City trying to dissect, make this a 10-point game.
And a great shot there from Kansas City.
That's what you like.
2010.
That little pump fake to the side, catch them off, and then go up top. That was a nice move right there to get that in. Austin swinging it around deep to the back, going back around here.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, that's a great play by Austin, just drawing the beater out of position and really giving them time to reset, send it back. And they had space, but they weren't able to execute. And that's going to be cleared out from Austin, and they're going to force the turnover there with the beater play.
So we're 10-point game right now. Austin up by 10, 20-10. As we close in, probably near the 4-minute mark right now. Yep. Clearing out house, Kansas City fighting for control right now. Able to get the turnover as they get set up here. Augie's really holding up tight, though, keeping the press, knowing there's no dodgeball help, kind of holding them up.
That's like looking to maintain the pressure, and they're looking to force a turnover within the Kansas City half.
Which they almost do.
Almost do there.
They go back to the dodgeball, which is a nice move by Kansas City.
And it sounded like they were calling Kansas City clear, but another ref must have been calling them beat. Or they knew that the ball hit them, and they were being honest.
Hate to see that.
Austin now in possession.
A little wide right.
Staying up top. Back behind. Easy finish there for Austin.
I'd like to see on that a little bit more. Had ref in a better position to stop that once it goes in.
Yeah. Looks like there may have been some form of delay of game that they were discussing. However, Josh Mansfield giving his input that since the ball was so far away, how is it a delay of game if they weren't going to get the ball anyways?
Yeah, and no one was near it as well.
Like to see that.
Yeah, so 30-10 right now. Austin up by 20, trying to get everything set up. Takes that one dodgeball, a little bit of chaos, goes back.
There's an exchange, and unfortunately, just keeping it a little bit too low from Kansas City. This is going to remain 30-10 in favor of Austin as they're going to be doing a line switch here.
We got some music going on from New Jersey right now. A little bit of that New Jersey jazz, I think it is, that they're definitely famous for.
Yep.
Swinging it back around a full circle on that one. Dodgeballs for Kansas City hanging in there, clearing out house, and still taking care of it with only now a chaser and a keeper in there as the rest of Austin kind of gets reset back up. Yeah. Axel cuts across right there, moving it. And Kansas City's doing a pretty good job holding tight here with their dodgeballs type area.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's just what happens when you've got a line made of 6 former world champions, former/current world champions.
That was a perfect movement. And
again, high pressure from Austin as they're looking to force turnovers up high, force them early. And then Kansas City able to force the turnover back, and it looks like they've got a no dodgeball situation going back as unfortunately just not able to stay on Broom. Kansas City whole team is tagging back in.
My legs are getting so burned right now. We are getting toasty. It's almost as burnt as some burnt ends you can get here in Kansas City.
Oh, love me some burnt ends.
So good. Austin drives in, kicks
Great
out.
Shot there.
Right in diagonally. The problem with Austin is that once their dodgeballs are so effective, they get Kansas City tagging in, and then they block the hoops just by tagging their own people in there, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's pretty effective.
Austin did a great job of utilizing those natural screens. And really just what you would expect from a team that's been known for constantly innovating the meta within Quidditch, if you will. And Miguel's looking to run, and he's
in.
He's in.
It's simple as that. It's easy. We are now at 60-10 Austin. As we're closing in a third of the way until intermission.
Yep. Austin looking to continue to press high as they are pressing beyond. Now they kind of reset. It looks like they're going to be pressing as soon as they cross mid-pitch. And again, I'm wrong. And it looks like they are compressing deep within their possession. And, just looking at his hands there, looks like it's stuck onto his hand a little bit too long.
Is stick him allowed here?
I don't know if they're testing for it.
Yeah, that's what you know. I just want to know if we finally evolved. I'm not, as someone who shot a lot long range, I'm not going to disclose if that technique was used or not. But
I wouldn't think that sticking would give you too much advantage. Sure, it's going to help with your catching, but it's going to make shooting a lot harder.
I wouldn't be so sure. Great turnover there.
Great turnover forced by Kansas City. And then Aaron Stout going deep. Unfortunately, the pass just not able to connect, and it's going to be a turnover Austin ball. Great idea on the fast break. Aaron's looking to get out and go running. As probably one of the only people on the pitch who can sometimes keep up with Miguel, Aaron Stout.
A quick question for you, John.
Yeah.
Do you think Yada hit his head?
Do I think that Yada hit his head?
At some point? We're being told from informative unnamed sources that it's very unusual for him, to sing his way, be so happy around here.
Not necessarily known for the most joyous of personalities.
Most New Jersey people are not known for joyous personalities. Let's have an honest discussion here about that.
Known for being a pretty fierce competitor.
Yeah, I agree. I think fierce competitor, you're not really, if you're in New Jersey, you're not really prancing around that state. And if you are, it takes all of 10 minutes to go from one side to the other while prancing, I think.
I wouldn't prance in New Jersey.
I wouldn't be in New Jersey. And I think that maybe that's why he's on Austin right now. I think that makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't want to be over there. I would want to be in Austin instead, even if they don't even have good barbecue. It's not like New Jersey does.
Yeah. You're never hearing anything about New Jersey barbecue, that's for sure.
You're hearing anything good about New Jersey. Anywho, Kansas City takes it up past mid-court. 60-point lead by Austin at the 8-minute mark right now. Aaron drives in. They got it pretty contact, going around back. I think swings him back around, a little high of a pass, as Kansas City has half their team tagging in right now.
Yep. We got one. Miguel is looking to go. Going to be a little 1-2 play from Austin. Just passing around up top. Then a great beat there from Kansas City. Coming in, trying to force the turnover, but potentially Austin getting the ball back. And it looks like they're calling advantage for potentially contact from behind.
Though.
They're calling that beat prior. And Austin is going to retain possession.
Great beat. Good block.
Going in. Great block from Miguel. And he puts it home. It's going to make it 80-10 in favor of Austin.
That was a beautiful block right there. I didn't see it from this side because it just hit right there, but that was beautiful.
Yeah, love that from him.
We got a line change going on by the Beef squad, getting in some new legs, some fresh legs, hopefully keeping those as rare as possible.
Speaking of beef, when it comes to barbecue, are you a brisket guy, a pulled pork guy? What's your go-to?
I mean, can I just say burn ends?
Burn ends is a very valid answer. Burn ends, the best form of brisket.
Hurdle.
Great hurdle, but
the Vantage takes care of it. The second one got him. Good, both cleared there.
And there we go. Nice toss. Finishing there from Yada.
Making this 90-10, 80-point spread right now. I think the question is, will Austin go for a grab this game? Everything says no.
They haven't shown us any interest in going for a grab. I'm going
to be honest, they haven't shown us, you and me, any interest this weekend.
I haven't heard a ton of interest. That's actually not true. They did go for the grab in the very first game.
Oh, that is true.
they're unable to come up with the grabs, and since then they've just been looking very content to win in the quadball game.
And as they're going to drive in and go all the way through, in.
Great finish there.
Kansas City getting that dodgeball finally back at midfield and getting it all set back up here as Austin hits the third digit to make this 100-10.
How you feeling about that spread?
Pretty good, honestly.
It's like, I think that's
I'm a little concerned, but
I think that it's likely to push a little bit higher than that original 165, but who knows?
We'll see how Kansas City is able to control this going forward. I think with Kansas City not having control, it's a little rougher than normal, but as they swing this around, hopefully get an opportunity here to go.
Yeah, we're seeing sent in at beater for Kansas City, a look that we have not really seen from Kansas City this weekend. Vincent Reyes also in at keeper, another look that we hadn't seen. He's been coming in at beater. A little bit of switcheroo between the two. And good clean out there from Austin as they're going to force a turnover.
That was a great wrap right there.
Great wrap.
I love some good wraps. Buffalo chicken wrap?
Buffalo chicken wrap.
Oh, that's a fantastic one.
Yeah, it's like...
You ever get one of the wraps at Johnny's?
At Johnny's? I've been at Johnny's once or twice. They've got pretty solid wraps.
Pretty good wraps. Crunchy chicken cheddar wrap?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, KU staple. So good. Anywho, I'll get with it, swinging it back out and wide. Austin's really spread out here on offense. Drives in.
Looks like they're going to...
Hits the inside of the middle post and in. Making this now a... Oh, Josh is moving.
Look at him go. He's played
moving.
6 games, and he's still got some fresh legs on him.
Josh's job is ball. Quick turnover here by Kansas City. Oh, and Kansas City misses, hits their own person and in quickly.
Yeah. It's like, unfortunately, I don't think it came too much into play in terms of her taking herself out of the play, but
just
a misbeat.
Rough misbeats. As it's 120-10 right now. As we hit the 13-minute point here. Brenna taking it up on the right. Kansas City still spreading it around, doing a few switches, trying to get an opening. Goes around.
And a great finish there from Vincent Reyes. It's going to make it 120-20.
And here comes a little bit of a fast break here, but Austin's trying to clear out those dodgeballs, and here they go, see an advantage, and dives in and goes and in.
And great finish there.
Little swim move. As we all are swimming in our own sweat at this moment.
Swimming is a good way to describe it.
Some would say drowning.
I'm a proficient swimmer, I'd say.
In this heat, I don't know if I can be.
Not for too much longer, but last game of the day. Last of the weekend.
Beautiful. Now you want to send a movie theater for 6.5 for Barbenheimer. Hopefully Josh is able to get some new cleats for Nationals for Oppenheimer here too.
I'd love to see him do one each, one Barbie, one Oppenheimer cleat, and have the set as opposed to going Barbie one day, Oppenheimer next day.
That's true. Or you could do the 1-and-1. I feel like it would be a better one. Really show off that you know what you're doing.
Exactly what I was looking for there.
But he does say he blows out his cleats a lot. So if you do 1-and-1, you might end up having 2 by the time day 2 starts at the same.
Could happen, but that means you've got a backup pair. You've got one, and your backup pair is going to be matching.
That's true. It's always good to have a match backup pair. As Austin drives in and hits another bucket, making this 140-20.
Yep. Great work there from Austin as we look to see some more subs from Kansas City.
Austin's trying to get set up here. Kansas City trying to figure out how they want to dissect this once in a while.
Yeah, they've very young lineup here for Kansas City again. Looks like they're trying to get something going against players substantially more experienced. And unfortunately, Brenna able to keep it on pitch, but just not able to secure possession as Austin's now out looking to run.
And on that fast break. So, if they're...
good.
You got to hit that right there. There you go.
And
2 good beats right there.
Great clean out there from Kansas City here, is it?
Something I want to see there is on Brenna saving that in. You got to be aware of that. It's probably better just to let that go and get back on defense. You're not, because it causes that fast break there.
Yeah. You trip, you kick it out.
It's not good.
It happened. Give yourself some time to get back on defense.
Kansas City swinging it out wide.
And sending it back behind the hoops.
Good dodge.
Great dodge there from Aaron Stout. Unfortunately, he passed a little bit too low. And not quite a clean drop. Turnover.
Kansas City, kind of what we noted on day one. They like to hold on to it a bit long after getting beat, and it's been moved that leads to a goal.
I would say that in terms of how quickly they dropped it, it wasn't an issue. It was that they dropped it in the direction of their own player.
Mm-hmm. That middle hoop's wide open on the backside. There's not.
No, it's not quite wide open. They've got 23 marking.
Not the middle one. It's been pretty set. And now they finally, Aaron drops in, but
there we
go up, making this 150-20. Kansas City able to get dodgeball control, seeing if they can utilize it. They're sitting pretty far back with that control. Against a team like Austin, you'd kind of want to see it be a bit more aggressive with it.
Yeah, I think this is just kind of a situation where they haven't had control against Austin, so they're not quite sure how they want to attack when they have control. But it's good movement there from Kansas City.
You know what I would do with it?
What would you do?
If I heard Yada sing, throw it at him. And they did.
And Aaron Stout putting it through.
They did. They threw it right at him. They get a bucket.
Threw it right at him. And just like McClanahan from Kansas City, he's going to be taking a timeout here as we approach the 17-minute mark.
150-30.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, I was going to say this for the intermission, but I'm going to go ahead and hit it now. What is your favorite barbecue in Kansas City?
Depends on what I'm looking for. If I want a nice little sandwich, I'm going to go to Joe's. Get their Z-Men, a burning Z-Men. Underrated, Z-Man not on the menu. You're not really on the menu. Little underrated.
Yeah, it's
a little upscale Q39 is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the newer trends around here instead. What about you?
Yeah, Joe's will always have a special place in my heart. It's always been my favorite. It was the first real great Kansas City barbecue experience that I had. We had Joe's for our rehearsal dinner at my wedding. It's a fantastic place. Z-Man sandwich is one of the best sandwiches you'll ever have. Absolutely delightful. But I agree with you. Q39 has arguably the best meat in Kansas City, but the total experience, Joe's, you're going into a gas station. Excellent experience all the way around.
We have a hold up right now as we're looking for the Kansas City manager. We have another overheated phone here, as this seems to be a trend in this lovely, not just Super Series, Super Scorching Series.
Yeah, sweltering heat, I would say, is a good word.
Super Sweltering Scorching Series. As we go into official timeout, take care of it. A super scorching, sweltering, spicy series.
Spicy series indeed. I would say especially the series between Stampede and Curse. That was a spicy trio of games.
Was spicy as you can get right around here. That's some good hot sauce on that one.
Yeah.
Really good. Not just, it's like one of those on the hot sauce where you try to put a little bit on, and then the cap comes off, and then you suddenly have the whole bottle on your burrito, and you're like, what do I do with this?
Have a real hot burrito.
Yeah, real hot burrito, because it was that spicy.
Yeah. Talking about the Trinity a lot in Cajun cuisine. That was a trinity of fantastic games.
That was very much so. I do feel like I'm going to become Mary Poppins at some point, though, and just fly away with this umbrella with how much moon breeze we got going on right now.
And if that's what people want.
That's what people want. I think everyone at home would love to see me just kind of go in front of this live stream and just kind of float off and never be seen again.
But I think what the people want more than anything is for us to have a tent.
I think that is a very true case. The people wanted us to have a blizzard.
Got the blizzard.
MLQ Overlords heard us by a landslide and got blizzards for us.
Yeah, they delivered.
And we said we wanted shade. Didn't really get that. The technology made us get it instead, and now we have an umbrella we've been holding instead. But I think we still have chairs. No chairs, unfortunately. But otherwise, I think what the people really want for us is for us, MLQ, to pay us to do, I don't know, first few rounds at Nationals, you know, the Boston ones. You want like the Bill Walton broadcast for those games.
Yeah, not Austin versus Boston.
No, God, no, we're not professional enough for that one. That's not us. That's not us at all for it. But I think for any first round matchup that Austin or Boston or Charlotte.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have a D city that I can name.
Yeah. Detroit.
Ooh, Detroit.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E.
El Paso.
Fresno. God, we're getting that West region back up and running again, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Dallas. You got a new job. Oh, Phoenix. Can you get those for the P, please? I don't want anything to do with them, though. Anyways, awesome with the ball. Kind of on this restart now that technology has been taken care of.
Scores 150-30 in favor of Austin.
Oh, there's discussion about possibly getting a red. That'd be exciting. Someone say spicy.
That'd be a very hot take.
Drives in, goes over, swings it back around, and then one
excellent
more. Excellent
movement.
Money. That is a textbook drawn up play.
That is Austin. That's just Austin play.
Austin won it. Oh, and great pressure there by Austin.
Excellent pressure
to get him go in and out of the zone. And it's going to be a turnover.
And really, that's just the inexperience and not being aware of where you are. I don't even know
if it's that inexperienced team for not having the option as well. Is he had nowhere to go, and it's either you're going to throw it deep for a turnover, or you're going to have that turnover there instead. You're not in a spot where you can win.
Yeah, and it's not just the inexperience of the player; it's the inexperience of the team, and that's something that as Kansas City, one of the younger teams in the league, and they're saying that the goal was no good there. Second shot follow up is good, and there's a player down.
Twisted
his ankle, and he is fortunately walking off the pitch, but that is Andrew Axtell, but he looks like he is struggling. He is now hopping off the pitch, but
that'll be something that hopefully recovers quickly, especially for Nationals coming up here soon.
Really hate to see that. It's like you're looking for everybody to get out of this game healthy.
Mm-hmm. So Austin's goal was good before that. So we are now at, I believe, 180-30.
I believe it's 180-30. And misbeat there is they're looking to go out and press. Kansas City go on the fast break, and he snipes it through. And great shot there.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah. And the underrated aspect that not a lot of velocity on that shot. Give him time to get back.
Some oomph.
Yeah. A little bit of chutzpah on that.
Ooh, yeah. A little pizzazz.
Yeah. Give him the beans. All right, Miguel in possession up top.
Are you a baked or refined beans guy?
I'm not a huge bean fan.
No, that's a bold take.
I was like, I would say refried more than baked, because if I'm having barbecue, there's about 3 other sides I'm picking before baked.
That's true. As Austin scores to make it another bucket here, we believe score to be 180-40.
Yeah. Great work there from Austin.
Yeah, refried I'm not a big fan of. It's a little controversial.
Yeah. There's not a ton of sides I'm looking for.
Homemade refried beans.
Yeah, you get a great refried bean.
That's a great one. But like black bean burgers, I'm not a big fan of those either.
Yeah.
Swinging it around, a great pass there, and a great block to save that one. And then interception.
Yep. And yeah. Tough landing there for Casey Irwin on Austin.
But already up and moving.
Looks like smiles from her. Looks like she's doing all right. as she's walking off of her own volition.
Looked like a little bit of a hard landing
Yeah.
just on the hip.
Yeah, it's just going up, contesting a pass. Didn't really see anything foul play there, but as it looks like it's just going to be a turnover there. And again, Austin now with a second injury. It's like this is a point where you really look at it and then just slow it down, take the pace out of the game, and try to get out of here healthy.
Yeah. It looks like we're about to hit the last possession of the game here.
Last possession of the game, or of the period, I should say.
I wish the game. Then we could go inside. Air conditioning.
I'd love that.
Beautiful.
Oh, and fires it. He willed it to the referee to call that one good. Goal ref called it no good.
Thankfully, the AR had the perfect angle to see that
Yeah.
go right through there.
That's like it looked like he fired that one home from our angle, and he willed that one into existence. As we enter the floor with the set score 250, with Austin leading 190 to 40.
I don't like that 165 line I put on this.
It's looking a little perilous.
A little risky there.
We've got one of our goal refs, Brian, over here. Brian, thoughts weighing in on your favorite Kansas City barbecue?
Yes.
Definitely Joe's.
That's good.
Classic.
Big Joe's guy?
Classic.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to ask a ref about betting. I was like, oh man, we are not getting near that topic.
No, not
sir.
yet. Not yet.
Away from
I was
Not
like,
gonna touch
I
that
was like,
one.
we are not getting into that. That's not good, man. That's why I put the foot down real quick. I was like, oh, where are we going here? It's like, oof.
No, far more important topic.
You want to see how quick the overlords can find out, but we had discussed that. They will arrive here. Mr. Austin Pitts, KC manager, what are your thoughts on how this lovely 9-game series went with our lovely friends at Olathe Visitor Center and Chamber of Commerce helping us put on?
It's been a good run. Excited to finish it out here, but solid series. Yeah, not a ton to say. Just hoping we can get out of here on time, not have to keep any of these employees very late.
Will the Kansas City team help put stuff away this time?
Yes.
There we go. I like to hear that because I'm not doing that
Love
again
that for you.
tonight. All right, now I think the most interesting thing we're going to see is will Austin go for it, flat, and they should.
I think they absolutely should. I think going 0 for 3 on catches for the weekend, or 0 for 6 for catches on the weekend, that's going to be a big stain on their record.
0 for 6 and no Midwest titles still.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good.
Like, which do you think is more likely for one of these Austin players to get next, a snitch grab or a Midwest regional title?
With how this team looks this year, I think a Midwest title. You never know who graduates and goes where. You never know who moves with job over summer. I think the Midwest title is more likely than a snitch grab right here. I absolutely think that's going to be the case. Or the other option is they hang out with MLQ and be MLQ exclusive players. That would be a game changer.
Be a real take.
There's
no Midwest Regional Championship in MLQ.
No, but I would love to see some of that in the future.
The Midwest
Flag
Regional
runner
Championship,
ref with a great fanny pack.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out. The pink fanny pack showing that off, that's
that's an excellent fanny pack.
That is great style. That is what you love to see from your flag runner ref.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh. Josh with a fake grab right there. We really had some hope we could end this right now. Josh probably the closest grab that, closer than Austin has gotten this weekend so far at grabbing the flag.
Yeah. And who do you think that would count for?
Ken 35?
I think what it should do is it would lower the floor by 35 points.
Oh, that'd be a great one. That'd be a new game.
Nice little dig
Austin
there.
Drives in. Great.
All human row.
Great defense, though, and misses.
Van Hoop, and there he goes. Puts it home.
In. Kansas City's very debating that going in. I From my angle, I had some thoughts on it as well, but refs say it was good.
Yeah, it's like that. That looked to be a little rough there, but and unfortunately, just sailing that.
It's a little high. Yep, a little speed on it.
Yeah, as the score is now 200-40 in favor of Austin.
They also had the breeze on that shot too, which probably kept it a little loft.
Yeah, breeze giving it a little bit
You
extra
bring
height.
that down from a 9-iron to a pitching wedge on that one. A good block there on the middle hoop.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a delayed penalty, and looks like it's probably going to be a card for reckless dislodgement. Kansas City is already walking to the box. He kind of just waltzed through the medium hoop, which, especially as a chaser, you can't do that. His drive and puts it home.
210 to 40. Headed to 250. Really need, for those that had that 165.
Great dodge there from Austin Seeker.
Oh, went for it, one there.
And a bit of a hospital ball. Floats deep, white ball. It's going to be a turnover.
Going for it finally.
Austin is finally going for the flag runner.
A lot of hand movement going on trying to get there. As the ball goes over, it goes out.
Nice little pump fake.
In.
You know what that reminds me of?
Who?
Me.
Kansas City dives in there, tries to grab it, not able to do so.
Yeah.
Good dodge on that
Great
one.
dodge from the Kansas City
Unfortunately,
Seeker,
the control gets back to him.
Yeah. Unfortunately, just too many dodgeballs to dodge.
Kansas City, unfortunately, then tosses it right back to where that missed dodgeball was.
And then a turnover forced by Austin. That's going to be an easy score for them. That's going to bring it 230 to 40. Set score 250. They need 2 more goals, and this series is over. We've got Aaron Stout bringing the ball up as there's no dodgeballs in the quad ball game. Looks like he's going to, and as I say that, one comes in from behind.
No one in front
and
of it.
Nobody in front of Augie. If I were a bet man, I'd say he's going to put that one in 10 times out of 10.
I mean, I feel pretty confident about it.
Yeah. As looks like they're calling to stop play. The score is 240-40 in favor of Austin.
We're having a good chat here on the flag runner to stop being good. I would also make that recommendation so we could go inside.
Big fan.
Big fan.
An intentional throw off pitch.
The turf got advantage of it. That just kind of kept rolling and rolling with a breeze in that direction because it went off behind the Austin hoops way back there. Nothing you can really do.
Kaiser, you got the ball, you missed shot, so. He definitely threw it out, but it was near someone.
Kansas City with the ball.
Kansas City.
One beater advantage too.
Look to see if they can take advantage of this. Dish off to Aaron Stout.
Flag runner right in front of us going across.
And if he's able to, this is the needed an option to dish off to. There you go, Vincent Reyes driving in. Big finish by Vincent, and there's the score. 240 to 50 now.
That's the score. That's the poster.
That's the poster.
That's what you show around there.
It wasn't quite a 0 game too, but that was still a fantastic
you show that around, and that's how you get people to Des Moines this August 26th to 28th for Nationals.
Great finish there, and there is a goal. Miguel bringing us home. Final score 250 to 50. Austin Outlaws take the series 6-0. Unfortunately, don't take the title of Best Barbecue. That remains in Kansas City.
Close to that one, and no Midwest Regional titles. Honestly, kind of a disappointment for him.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyways,
I've been John Quadball. This is Matt Dwyer.
Hopefully you
enjoyed. And
hopefully you don't hear from me for 5 more years. We'll see you later.